Hey guys, Michael from Copper vs Glass, and this is probably one of the best smart cameras for under, well, actually at any price point. So, let's take a look. So taking a look at some of the key features, we have night vision, cloud recording and an 8x digital zoom, and it's going to do that at 1080p Full HD, giving you the option of live streaming and also motion and sound detection. Now I know you're thinking, how does all of that fit into such a small package? Sometimes smart cameras come in maybe a slightly bigger box, but this one is very compact, but it's got everything that you need, and at the moment it can be picked up for around $29.99, and all links are going to be in the description down below. So let's get to the unboxing, and the first thing that you're going to find is the camera on top, and as I mentioned, this thing is tiny and we're going to come back to that in just a moment. Now you're also going to get some information in regards to actually how to use and set up the camera, and that process couldn't be simpler, and I'm going to run through that in just a moment as well. The next thing that we're going to have is a 3M adhesive pad, as you can see here, and what this is going to allow you to do is actually to stick the camera on a wall, and the way that you're going to be doing that is using this magnetic pad. So this is really awesome because you can take the camera on and off this magnetic part here, so if you do want to then place it somewhere different, for example, you've got the option to do so. Next up then, you are going to get the power brick, and it looks very much like what you would find with an iPhone, and this thing does require power. However, the awesome thing about it is you can also use a battery bank as well, and if you're using something like a 20,000 mAh battery bank, it's going to last around 30 hours on a charge, which is really awesome to see. You're then also going to get the charging cable. Now this thing is also extremely long as well, so it's going to allow you then to actually put the camera up really high even if your power supply is very low, and it is going to be micro USB as you can see here, but it's great that they include such a long cable in the box, because with some other cameras you do actually need to buy a separate cable. Next up then, we have the actual camera itself, and as you can see here, this thing is absolutely tiny. Now don't let that fool you, because it does have some really awesome features built in. You've got the speaker at the back, the micro USB just down the bottom, and then also a microphone as well, because this does have two-way audio as well, so if you're using this for maybe a baby monitor for example, then you've got the option to speak through the camera as well as hear through it. This thing also has a ton of actuation points as well, so in regards to actually moving the camera to maybe have it off the edge of a cabinet for example like this, or putting it on a wall and trying to get that perfect angle of a room, you're not really going to have any issues whatsoever. The actual hinge itself is also very stiff, so it's not really going to be moving around or shuffling about or anything when you're using it, so again you've got that confidence that it's going to stay in the same place all of the time. You do then have a power button on the bottom, as well as the slot for the micro SD card, which you don't actually need to use unless you want to save things for offline. The magnetic pad then, as you can see, attaches to the bottom, and if you put this on the 3M adhesive pad that we also got inside the packaging, you can see here that you can pretty much mount this anywhere. Now it's a little bit of a shame that it only comes with one mounting pack in the actual box itself, but you can get some more for around $4.99 as well, so again if you wanted to move this around different rooms for different scenarios, then you've got the option to do so. It does also have Alexa support built straight into it as well, so you can ask it for example to show the lounge, nursery, or anywhere else that you've got one of your smart cams enabled. So if you've got something like an Echo Dot or an Echo Show, then again it's going to be able to show you your rooms just by using your voice. But for this example, I'm going to be using my OnePlus 6T and the Neos Smartcam app. So as you can see here, what I've gone ahead and do is set the camera up just out of shot here on the wall above my desk area. So we're now going to launch into the app to see exactly what it's all about. So once you're in the app, the first thing that you're going to see is your home page, your people page, and also then the settings as well. And here you can then see the camera that we've currently got set up. And once you then click on it, you're going to see a live feed of exactly what we're looking at through the camera itself. So if I just move my arms around, as you can see here, this is exactly what we're going to be seeing, and it kind of gives you a little bit of an idea in regards to any lag or latency. You've then got the options for speak for that two-way audio that I mentioned beforehand. You can also take a picture, start a recording, and then you've got all of your dates down the bottom here to see any previous recordings as well. But it will also automatically start recordings if it detects any sound or motion. You've also then got a chatbot feature up in the top right hand side as well, where you can instantly talk to someone to get any help or feedback with your smart cam. in regards to the settings, as you can see just here, you've got quite a lot of options in here to play around with. The first one is night vision for auto, always on and always off. If I just turn that on now, you can see exactly how that's going to look, but obviously that's going to work better in a dark or pitch black environment. You've then also got some options for the image quality from HD to SD, a timestamp watermark, status light. You can rotate the image if you turn the camera upside down, you may need to do that, and you've also then got motion tagging. You can also change the sensitivity of the motion detect and also the noise detect as well, or if you want to, you can completely turn these off if the only thing that you're really worried about is motion, for example, or if you're only worried about sounds, and then again you've got the slider here for the sensitivity. And that's actually going to do it, guys, for this video, because what I'm going to be doing is using this camera for around the next month or so to see exactly how well it actually works. Now, first impressions do mean a lot, so far so good. The app looks great, the pitch quality looks good, and just in general the camera itself is made really well, also taking into account the fact that it's under £30. But this is also a great opportunity for you guys to get involved as well. If there's any specific features or functions that you want me to take a look at with this camera or with the app, or if you want me to do any specific tests, then let me know in the comments section down below or on Twitter at Copper vs Glass. If you enjoyed this first look, be sure to give it a thumbs up down below, and also don't forget to subscribe and also turn on notifications so that you're notified when my full review goes live, like I mentioned, in around a month's time. In between then, I'm still going to be doing a ton more Android videos as well, so again, if that's something you're into, don't forget to subscribe and also leave a thumbs up down below. I'm Michael from Copper vs Glass, thanks very much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.